So 3 space.
No.
And now for our feature presentation.
Okay, everybody, welcome to my 5th game of Jeopardy for the NES. Now I know what you're thinking. Game 5? Yeah, I'm decided to go ahead and do my recent runs. I'm going to work on some of my recent runs. This is game 5, in which so far in 4 games, I have won $100,000. Let's see if I can win more. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be alternating back and forth on game show runs in terms of my runs from last year to current. I'm just going to alternate, that sort of thing. Here we go. Categories are Explorers, All Numbers, Hollywood, Deserts, Card Games, and Beauty Shot. Explorers for 100. He brought back gold used in the Cathedral of Toledo, Spain, built in 1893. Who is Christopher Columbus? Oops. And that is correct. I'll take Explorers for 200. Saved by Pocahontas, he explored and named New England in 1614. Who is John Smith? Oops. Take Explorers for 200. Or for 300, I mean, excuse me. He discovered the Zambezi River. Stanley discovered him. Who is, David Livingstone? One. Took Explorers for 400. They called their settlements in the west Helluland, Markland, and Vinland. Who are the Vikings? That's correct. And I'll take Explorers for 500. Explorer who translated Arabian Nights and Kama Sutra. His name's the same as English actor. Who is, Richard Burton. Oops. And I ran through that category like it was nothing. Let's have all numbers for 100. The number of squares on a checkerboard. What is 64? It is indeed 64. All numbers for 200. In the old pirate song, number of men on a dead man's chest. What is 15? No. Think I know it now. It was 16. 16. Okay. All numbers for 3. According to 60's saying, age over which we shouldn't be trusted. Howard. 30. I'm not too far away from 30, believe it or not. Card games for 100. Game in which an ace and any 10-point card make a natural. Howard. Blackjack. Yeah, I wanted to say that, but I didn't for some reason. It's okay. Card game's 200. In bridge, the bid which doesn't make a suit. Name a suit. Ha ha! Not too sure about this one, so I'm not going to buzz in. No Trump. No Trump. Card games for 300. In cards, it's the contribution to the pot before the deal. It's the ante. Oh, yeah. I should have known that one, but I didn't. All numbers 400. There are this many pints at a gallon. What is... What is 8? Oh, lucky guess. All numbers for 500, please. Weight in pounds of sand-covered victim in Charles Atlas's ads. I don't know. You're looking for 98. I'll have card games for 400. Name of this card suit is mistranslation of Spanish word for swords. Irene? Spades. Irene takes second place. Deserts for 200. Actually caused by layers of hot air refracting sunlight. Irene doesn't know. I'm gonna try it. What is a mirage? I'd like deserts for 100. Covering 3 million square miles, it's the largest desert in the world. What is the Sahara? Take deserts for 300. If caught in one, it's best to have your camel lie down and crouch behind him. Ooh. Irene doesn't know. I'm gonna try it. What is a sandstorm? I'll take deserts for 400, please. Resulting from underground streams, some support as many as 2 million people. Howard. An oasis. Oh, yeah. Howard doubles his money. But he makes the next selection. Hollywood for 100. This film award is given by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. What is the Oscar? No. The Golden Globe. Oh, okay. Alright, Hollywood 200. The studio that introduced sound in The Jazz Singer. What is Warner Brothers? Which I will say, I like Warner Brothers. I have a few Warner Brothers movies in my collection. I think the oldest one I have would be, what is it called? What is the oldest Warner Brothers movie I have? I believe it's... The Wild Bunch. Yeah, that one. Hollywood for 300. Cagney played this master of makeup in Man of a Thousand Faces. Lon Chaney. Lon Chaney. Hollywood for 4. Known for later spectaculars, he directed The Squaw Man, Hollywood's first major film. Howard. Oh, Cecil B. DeMille. He's the one. You have 1,200 now, Howard. Where are we going? Beauty shop for 100. Found on a woman's head or a small horse's behind. What is a ponytail? Click beauty shop for 200. Blush for the cheeks. In French it means red. What is rouge? That's the one. I'll take beauty shop for 300, please. This billion-dollar cosmetics firm sells door-to-door. Avon. Beauty shop for 4. 20s girls had this done to their hair at a men's barber shop. Irene. No. All bobbing. Desert 500. Armies of Genghis and Kublai Khan roamed this vast desert. What is the Gobi? I'd like to have Hollywood for 500, please. This blacklisted writer won an Oscar for The Brave One as Robert Rich. Irene? Dalton Trumbo. Never heard of him. 2 clues left. One of them is a daily double. Beauty shop 500. And there it is. $60. Cosmetic safety is regulated by this federal agency, and Irene doesn't know. I believe it's the FDA. Yep. Last clue. In casino, it's the big casino card. Irene. It's the 10 of diamonds. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, Irene has $540, Howard $1,600, me, I'm in the lead with $3,300. Here we go. Food for 200. It's called yakimono in Japan when broiled, sashimi when served raw. What is fish? Food for 400. We owe its discovery in 1668 to a Benedictine monk named Dom Perignon. What is wine? Or is it, no, what is champagne? There we go. It's more like it. Food and drink for 600, please. Name of this Mexican classic actually means covered with or flavored with chili. Okay, let's, oh, what is an enchilada? Food for 800? When spooned onto desserts in Vienna, it's called Schlag. What is, sugar? No. Oh well. Crap, cola. Oh, I know what it is now. Whipped cream, yeah. Food for 1,000. Daily double. 1,300. Introduced by Romans, who broke them over heads of brides. What are rice cakes? No. Wedding cakes. It was wedding cakes. Okay, composer's 200. Austrian prodigy who, at age 14, could write whole symphonic scores from memory. Who is Mozart? Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, yep. Composer's 400. Broadway great who wrote There's No Business Like Show Business and White Christmas, who is Irving Berlin. Composers for 600, please. Zany TV show host who didn't get gonged when he wrote Palisades Park. Who is Chuck Barris? Composer's 800. Hang on a second, folks. Brass instrument named after patriotic composer called the March King. What is the sousaphone? Composers for 1,000. Friends said he was initially repulsed by George Sand, finding her dumpy. Oh. Chopin. Frederick Chopin. Irene's out of the hole. And where we go. All fours 200. Card game for which 3 players always seem in need of the 4th. Bridge. Friends for 200. The neighbors you always feel obliged to keep up with. Who are the Joneses? Friends for 400. In comics, he's Jeff's best friend. Who is Muttley? Friends for 600. Caesar's friend and betrayer. Or, who is Brutus? Friends for 800. The soundtrack to the obscure Friends was written by this British superstar. Who is Elton John? Friends for 1,000. Gunslinger played by Alan Ladd who became Joey Starrett's very best friend. Irene? Oh, Shane. Right. 1740 for Irene. Now where are we going? I get a round for 200. Transportation used by Mary Poppins to get from one job to another. What is an umbrella? I get a round for 400. One who has failed to understand or accomplish something has missed this. Oh, the boat. Okay. I get a round for 600. Late singer whose Cadillac was painted with diamond dust. Oh, Elvis Presley. Keep it going. American City's 200. Tennessee town of choo-choo fame. What is Chattanooga? American City's for 400. It's called the Mile High City. What is Denver? American City's for 600. home of the bean and the cod. What is Boston? American City's 800. Carl Sandburg called it the hog butcher to the world. What is Chicago? And American City's 4,000. In Music Man, Harold Hill sings a tribute to this, his Indiana hometown. What is Gary? Alright. Let's take all fours for 400. He calls the signals in football. Who is the quarterback? Five figures now at $10,000. All fours for 600, please. This youth club name stands for head, heart, hands, and health. What is the 4-H club? Or what is 4-H? All fours for 800. And a typical plant of the genus Trifolium. What is a 4-leaf clover? All fours for 1,000. Word for a poetic stanza of 4 lines. Howard. Quatrain. Yeah, I should have known that one, but I didn't. Okay. 2 clues left. One of them has the other daily double. I get around 800. There it is. $400. Here's the clue. Eskimo vehicle spelt the same forwards and backwards. It's a kayak. He's up to $2,000 now. We have the last clue. Bird ridden by Niven in Around the World in 80 Days. What is an ostrich? That is correct. Bringing me to $12,400. Irene has $2,740 and Howard $2,000. Here we go. Category is U.S. cities. I'd like to go for 2,600. $1,000 for Howard. 1,380 for Irene. I'm gonna be the winner no matter what happens, so here's the clue. Canal Street, Basin Street, and the French Quarter are located here. What is New Orleans? It's gonna bring me to $15,000. Yep. 5 game winnings total of $115,000. Everybody got that one right? $15 grand for me, $3,000 for Howard, and Irene $4,120. As I just mentioned, in 5 games I won $115,000. See y'all for my next video coming soon.